Hey all, it's Leah. Welcome back to my series on making journal elements for an ideas book. So I have my ideas book here and it's just full of random pages, and you can see this is one that we made in a previous video where I'm just using basic white copy paper to make some mock-ups or some templates of different things that you can use in a junk journal. So for today, we're going to be making something called 5 pockets from 1 page. So you're going to use just one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and you'll be able to make this little cool little pocket piece. So this is my decorated version. So I'm always going to show you one that I am decorating for my vintage journal. So I made one similar to my ideas book. And you can see this is one that I made from last time's video. And so I'll just put those in here. So this is the one that will go in this book. And you can see there are some pieces of ephemera. So you've got 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets. Oops, I just tore that. The 3rd pocket. There's 1 on the side here. And then your 5th pocket is the one when you glue your page down, you'll have a pocket here. So that's what it will look like when it is all done. So I'm going to set this aside and we will go ahead and get started. So you're going to need 1 sheet of copy paper. And this is basically what you're going to end up doing is we're going to do some folding. We're going to cut out 1 square, and then we're going to cut a diagonal out of another one. Okay, so again, 8.5 by 11 paper. I'm sure it would work with smaller pages. I just haven't tried it. And obviously your pockets would just be smaller, but I think the idea is the same, that you can do that. So let's go ahead and start with our folding. Okay, so we've got our plain piece of copy paper. I'm just going to move that out of the way. You're going to fold it up to about maybe an inch. You really, you can eyeball this, kind of going like, what is that? Yeah, it's about an inch. And you're just going to fold that there. And so that's giving you that top pocket. That's giving you this piece right here. And then we're going to fold it in half completely. And I would use a bone folder for my real one. And then you're going to unfold. We've got all your folds. So now this is the one you're going to cut. And so we're going to go ahead and cut that out real quick. I like to use my long scissors when I'm doing cuts like this, because I can do pretty long cuts and it doesn't get as jagged. Okay, so we're going to put this just to the side. We are going to use this, so don't throw it away. And we never throw anything away anyway. Okay, so now we are going to fold this up like this. So now you can sort of see how it's coming together. So now we need to get rid of this diagonal. For this one, I am going to use a ruler and a pencil real quick, because when I did my other one before, I noticed my my angle wasn't very straight. So I'm just going to do that just to help me cut straighter. So you're just going corner to corner on this one. Okay. And again, save that, because you really technically can get 7 pockets out of this, and I'll show you how. So now we have our pockets, our basic pockets. Now what we're going to do, this piece that we put to the side, we are going to cut this in half diagonally. So you do, I should have mentioned this before, you do want to use double-sided paper for this, unless you want a white side. That's totally up to you. And so the reason you need this one is especially if you have directional paper, because they would be flipped in the other. So like for this one, I had to cut that because my other side, when I cut this off, this was going in the opposite direction. It really doesn't matter. Like, I even have this upside down. I don't pay too much attention when I'm doing my journals for directionality, but it's totally up to you. But this is what we're doing, is creating this second angle. And so for this one, we're going to put it kind of off center, and then you're going to trim around it. Before you do that, you want to do your little notches. If you want to do notches, you don't have to. I like mine to be the same, and so I'm going to line up, because I don't know about you, but I never get them the same, even as hard as I try. So I'm just going to put them together, and I'm going to punch. So just doing that little thumb notch there, and then we want to have thumb notches here. This one, you can't really do them at the same time, so you are going to have to eyeball it. And so I'm doing that one. And on copy paper, it doesn't always like to go through. I find if you punch it really fast, sometimes it'll go through. But it's okay, because this is just our template. I even did, for mine, I actually used paper. This is double-sided, like copy paper, basically. It's from a book pack that I have. And so I just find that it folds nicer. And because it's built up so many layers, it is sturdy enough. But you can totally do this out of double-sided cardstock. So it's totally up to you. All right, so we've got that there. Now we're ready to do a little gluing. So we're going to glue this one. And I find it easier just to glue onto the pockets. So I'm just making it a little L shape there. And we're going to put that on there. And this is up to you as far as how wide you want that to be. And then you're going to trim it. And of course, if you're doing this, if you're an inker, you would do all of your inking before you start gluing and doing that. And then, oh, I folded that wrong. There we go. Okay, I was like, that doesn't look right. So now we're ready to glue. In order, oh, I forgot one more notch. To do our little side pocket, we need our little notch there. Okay. And so for this one, I am going to glue across the bottom. We got that. And then I want that pocket to be maybe about that. So I'm only going to glue from here to here for this part. And so now you have your pieces. I'm just going to grab a little piece of paper. So now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 behind it, and then 5 in there. Okay, and remember I told you, hold on to these 2 pages, because when you put this on your page, get that out of the way, maybe on the next page or somewhere else in your book, you can use these as little quarter checks. So you could do them like that. You could do them up here and have it be a top tuck. So whatever you want to do. So just to not waste any paper. So you're actually, we used all of our paper to make our pockets and to have our extra 2 pockets. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to glue this in to my idea book, and I'm going to write myself some notes on that. So I think I'm just going to put this here. So I'm going to glue it just like I would on there. I would definitely be a little neater. And I'm going to put my little label. I find that the labels are going to be helpful for me. And so I'm just going to write notes to myself. So we started with an 8.5 by 11 paper. We fold up to 1 inch and we cut out the bottom right and then diagonal on the top left. Okay, so I think I can do some little bullet points so I know that those are how it goes. So now I have my notes for myself and we are good to go. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'd love to see if you made some, so let me know. All right, see y'all next time. Bye.